select the index before we can activate the installation. Oh, hello.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Bridging to Geekdoms. I'm your host, Robert Slavinsky. Yeah, this level here, it's a level all right. Definitely a level all right. I hated it when I first played it back in 2001, 2002. Let's see, does he still? Nah, it doesn't do anything. But I mean, I know once I break through here, this is when all hell breaks loose. This is kind of the starting point of the game. So hopefully I don't die a shit ton. If I do, I apologize. But let's kind of take a break from talking about Halo here. I want to talk about something that happened with Microsoft this past weekend. Oh shit. This past weekend, some interesting information dropped. I think it was actually Friday last week. Microsoft announced that they were going to be upping the cost of Xbox Live and basically doubling the cost of it. Now, I understand that Microsoft has not raised the price of Xbox Live in, 10 years at this point? It's been 10 years now, I think. But the idea of jumping it up or 50% or half, like twice the price. I don't know what I'm saying. They're doubling the price, so 100% increase, whatever you want to call it, was absolutely absurd. Now, I would understand if they upped it $10, $15 even. I get that. That would make sense. Make a lot of sense. But the fact that they tried to raise it where you would now be paying $120 a year is absolutely insane. Now, I get, look, Game Pass is huge. This is where I think they kind of screwed up. Now, before I continue on here, I need to make sure everybody's aware that I did see the update. That they are they went back on what they were saying, and they are now not raising it, but to the contrary, they're going to keep it as is, and I hate this map so much. They're going to keep the price as is and allow free-to-play games be truly free from this point forward. Now, well, not this point forward, at a certain time coming very soon.
Energy field above use the index. We must get up there.
Man. So, yes. I think that it was a good idea to change their stance and what they were going to do here. It was a really bad idea for them to even attempt to raise it that much. But, I mean, that's the world we're in. And I'm not going to lie. I kind of sat there thinking, like, I may decide not to get an Xbox Series X or S or whatever it is I eventually get. The reason for that is because Sony, who's still relatively new in the whole grand scheme of things when it comes to the online gaming, they're not as advanced as Microsoft is in that regard. But they're at least not making me pay $120 a year to play online, which I think is absurd. Especially when you can jump on your PC and essentially pay or play for free for most games, if not all. So there's a lot that Microsoft really screwed up in doing that. The Xbox Live system is probably the best when it comes to online gaming, but that's not what sets it apart at this point. What sets it apart is now their Game Pass. And Game Pass is, look, love or hate Microsoft, they are doing something really cool with Game Pass. And I'm not saying that they're inventive, I'm not saying that they were the ones that created this, because it's basically Steam to a certain point for the Xbox. Or not Steam, but GameFly, that kind of thing. It's like your rent, it's almost like a game rental system in a way. Almost. And it was actually a really smart idea for them to do a program like. Granted, it's only $15 a month for the Game Pass, or $5 additional when you have Xbox Live Gold. So, where the hell am I going? Oh, that door there.
The security doors have sealed automatically. I will go access the override.
Anyway, so the Game Pass is what they need to be focusing on. And I honestly thought that's what they were going to do. I think a lot of people actually thought that's what they were going to do. There was a lot of speculation that there would be some sort of price increase with Xbox Live, but in turn, it would not be specifically for Xbox Live. You know, when they quietly... Where the heck did you go? When they quietly got rid of the yearly Xbox Live subscription about 5 months ago or so, there was a lot of speculation on what did that mean? What were they going to do with it? What was the idea behind doing that? And it was really a brilliant idea when you thought about it, because what it sounded like or seemed like they were going to do was shift their focus on... where the hell did you come from? But it seemed like they were going to shift their focus on the concept and idea of, you want Xbox Live, you're going to have to get Game Pass as well. And I think that is a brilliant move still at this point. Because that is the future of Xbox gaming online. I even wrote an article about that, what was it, about 2 months, 3 months ago? Because what they were doing with the Xbox series of systems and all that stuff, I was wondering what happened to that. But what they were doing with the Xbox series and Game Pass, it was like, okay, this is going to be the ultimate system when it comes to video gaming, or console gaming, that is. So, I think what Microsoft should have done, and I think they still will do it. I do. I think it's still in the cards for them to do this. I think there will be a price increase. I'm sure they're going to wait about a year now. Allow the hurt to wear off from what they just did the other day. But I think what's going to happen is they're going to price increase it to be not as expensive, but Xbox Live will now be mostly Game Pass. Free-to-play games will be free, which is what they're moving forward with. So your Fortnites, your Rocket Leagues, your Roblox, I'm sure there's others that I don't know of right now, you'll be able to play those completely free. Completely free. No Xbox Live subscription needed. That is what they need to do. And raising it and then saying, look, Xbox Live Gold, now 100% you always get Game Pass. So Xbox Live goes from being, let's say, $60 a month to $100 $60 a month, $60 a year to $100 a year. It's not doubling it; it is raising a pretty penny. But what you're getting is far more than well, honestly, if you think about it, right now Game Pass is what, $15 a month. It's 15 a month with Xbox Live. So you're paying $160 a month or a year? Jeez, I keep saying a month. A year already. If you're going that route, I don't know, guys. I think it'll be interesting. I think if they go to the monthly subscription, which I think they need to, and they will, and they just say, look, Gold, there's nothing. Even if they raise it $200, which again is a possibility, I think. $200 a year. If they go that route, you're still getting an amazing deal because you're getting all those games. At least that's my opinion. It'll scare people, but again, if they're like, look, these games, Fortnite, Rocket League, and others that come out, you want to play these games, you can because they're free to play. So I think that's the way they need to go. They need to make it where Xbox Live isn't a necessity, where you don't need to have the Gold subscription. If you want it, great. If not, hey, you can still play Halo, because I believe Halo is going to be a free-to-play game at some point, if I'm not mistaken. I think I did hear they were talking about Infinite being free-to-play. So if they go that route, which again they should, then isn't there? I think there was a med pack around here. I guess not. But if they go free to play with it, the games that people want to play, they need to make free to play. That's simple. And obviously not all games, but I don't know. Let me know your thoughts, guys. Throw down in the comments what you think. It's a really interesting concept. You know, the Game Pass idea and subscription service is something that Sony cannot compete with. Even PC games can't compete with it completely. I think it's been a brilliant plan by Microsoft to implement it. They just need to figure out how they're going to charge for it, because ultimately Microsoft and Xbox is a business. They have to make money. I understand that. If you're a video gamer, you need to understand that. This is not, it's not all about it's not about doing just what's best for the gamers, because they have to make money. They do. And it's unfortunate that we have to right now struggle through all this and while they're trying to figure it out. But it's the nature of the beast, you know? We all want to see and want to be getting everything for free. Yeah, it's just not possible. It would be nice, but it's not going to happen. No, look, you open it. Thanks. Do 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 do. This is why it sucked playing this back in the day. Look how dark and... ugh. Now it's all bright.
The Sentinels can use their weapons to manage the flood only for a short time. Speed is of the essence.
I am still interested. I really am interested in what everybody thinks. What do you guys think? What do you want to see Microsoft accomplish with Xbox Live? What do you think the next logical step is for them with building on Xbox Live? That's kind of what we have to realize here. Is this isn't something that's going to not change. They are going to make this change, and it's going to happen sooner than you probably think. They're going to have a price increase, and they're going to change it in a way that people are not going to be not excited for. Oh boy. There we go. Level's so long. I don't think he did. He did? He did. Oh shit, I hate those things. Yep. Really?
Your environment should serve you well when the flood begins to alter the atmosphere. You are a good planner.
I don't know why I did that. I'm an idiot. That's probably why. Wrong way. Wow. Man. Really? I'm just gonna go this way. Oh, I can't go this way. Shit, that's right. Why are you not dead? Oh, man. Come on. Yeah, I often would sit here and think while playing this, how are there so many Flood? Because they feed off of a host, and that's how they become these things. Alright? Where are all these bodies coming from? Because I don't really think that if there was this many, that the Covenant would have any more soldiers left. At least in my opinion, they wouldn't. I mean, I know their ship's kind of big, but it's just one Covenant ship. Same with the UNSC. I don't know. This level. It's ridiculous is what it is.
That the other species currently on the installation is responsible for releasing the flood. They seem most persistent in their attempts to access restricted areas.
Shit. Oh, hey, somebody's watching. Check that out. People actually care. Don't know why. Hey, how's it going? For whoever's watching, thank you for watching. I was talking a little bit ago about the whole debacle that happened with Microsoft this past weekend on the pricing of Xbox Live, and how they then rescinded their announcement of it jumping up twice the price. Let me know what you guys think, or what you think about it, because yeah. Ow! Damn it. That's what happens whenever I look at the chat and not the game. Why won't you connect to the chat? I really hate this map. Jeez. Alright, don't connect to chat then. Whatever. Boy. I don't want to jump. It's a never-ending level. I think it's funny how there was such a complaint over the size and length of this level that when they put the level in follow-up Halo games, they made it vastly shorter. You're not going back and forth through the same types of tunnels constantly. It's half the time, if even that. I always thought that was kind of funny. I remember, I think it's Halo 2, you return to the library on that construct, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, I see that it's there and I'm like, really? You gotta be kidding me. You're bringing me back to... But it wasn't as long, thankfully. It sucked. Really sucked. What the hell? You just never go away. Where the hell are you coming from? I need health. I need health. Aha! Oh man, I'm getting low on ammo. Not good. Where are they coming from? Where are they coming from? Over there. There we go. Just gotta keep moving. Come here. That's gone. Oh, man. Oh, look, he opened it. I wonder if this is kind of where, if it was from this level here, where they started getting the idea of the, what's it called, Horde, or I don't know. What is it, Halo Reach? Whenever they made that game type of where just hordes of enemies come at you, and you have to survive. I wonder if that's kind of, if it the bits and pieces of that started to develop here with why'd I do that. Be interesting to see or hear from them if that's the case. Because that was, I still say to this point, I think Halo has been the most fun with that type of gameplay. And like I say it, like the flood, as much as I hate the flood, that's what you're supposed to. You're supposed to hate the flood. You're supposed to hate it to the point where you don't want to play because you have to fight the flood, but you have to make it fun where you want to continue playing. And that's kind of what they did with this whole thing is, while you sit there and are fighting the flood, you're enjoying shooting them, killing them, regardless of if there's way too many and it's annoying as shit. And it's just, again, it's one of the beauties of Halo. They found a nice balance of not so much horror but suspense or like a thriller type of feel, because you're constantly like, okay, am I going to survive this? You actually can get that or feel that, like, oh man, I don't know if I'm going to survive. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get through this, because the flood is so unpredictable. Again, I hate it. I hate this level with an undying passion, but it makes sense. They creating this game, they did something that a lot of games try to figure out how to do and struggle with accomplishing, and that's just making a fun game with a little bit of suspense that in a first-person action game. Because they either go way too far to horror, or they go way too far to sci-fi. And you can sit there and say, oh, Doom, look at Doom. To me, Doom, while Doom is, you gotta give it credit, because, I mean, it's the first of its kind, essentially. One of the first of its kind. For the horror first-person genre type of thing. The problem with Doom is, like, the new Dooms suck. It doesn't feel like Doom to me anymore. It just feels like they wanted to make an action first-person shooter, and they kind of got away from what made it so much fun, and that was the horror aspect, the lore, the story, and they just kind of got away from that, and it's kind of disappointing. Even with the earlier ones, I mean, they focused so much on horror and started to get away from the first-person action portion of it, and that's something that you have to balance with your games. And I'm not saying that you have to. I mean, if your game is a horror first-person shooter and that's what you want it to be, then yes, you're going to make it more horror. But that's not Doom. Doom wasn't always just a horror game. It was an action first-person shooter with horror elements, and they kind of, I think, built or focused too much on the horror aspect at one point. But that was a lot of games back in the 2000s, because you had a lot of horror first-person shooters coming out. I remember the one called Fear, which I really enjoyed. I know it had an oh shit moment for me whenever I was playing the demo for Fear. Yeah, remember demos? Remember you used to get demo discs, like Game Informers and shit like that at Electronic Gaming Monthlies or what have you. But I remember playing the demo for Fear, and there's a part where you kind of go down a ladder and you kind of just turn and look down a hallway. And I did that. Now, I had no idea what to expect with that game to this point, because it's a demo. You know, there wasn't much out about it. So I kind of just jump in and I'm playing, and all of a sudden it's a child just at the end of the hallway, all creepy looking. It actually made me jump. I mean, and again, I want that. If I know a game's going to be horror, if I have a feeling it's going to be like that, okay. And Doom, yes, Doom, there should be some horror aspects to it, but the lore is what really kept me coming back for that game. And they kind of got away from it. Especially now. It's not fun. I don't like it. I don't know why people like it so much. People are loving that game right now, and it's just... that series, because I think they've had, 2 come out over the past, 4 years now? Holy shit! Explosions everywhere. Explosions, explosions everywhere. Fuck you. Am I gonna survive this? Oh no. I don't think I'm gonna survive it. Is there health over here? I really, really need health. Oh man. I don't know why I'm doing this. Probably a bad idea. I gotta believe there's health packs somewhere. Ah! Screw you! Now, I don't know if I'm connected to chat. I don't know if you guys are trying to talk to me or what. There we go, chat's now up. Wasn't coming up for me, so I apologize. If you tried to talk to me, it wasn't working for me. I'm gonna die. Good times. Ah! Get the hell out of here. Bitches. There it is. This is gonna suck. Hey, there's gotta be health packs somewhere. I know I saw one not too long ago. Oh shit. There it is. Thought I saw one. I just gotta not lose my health before I get to where I need to go. Oh boy. So, did you get the Xbox Series X or S? PlayStation 5? I want to hear people's thoughts on it. I'm currently in the market for the new Xbox. I'm actually just going to get the S, I think. And then maybe in a few years, upgrade to the X. I don't play games as much as I used to, so my TV's good, but I'm not in the market for upgrading my TV right now, and I just think $500 I don't need to waste, plus another $1,000 on a TV at this point. So I think I'm gonna go with the S. Just get the faster speeds, a better, cleaner looking games, obviously. You son of a bitch. How? I don't understand. I gotta do this again. Sit there and laugh. Go ahead. I know you want to. I actually think it's fun watching people suck when they play video games. That's actually what I enjoy watching. I don't like watching the people that are good and successful and destroy whatever they're playing. I like sitting there watching them struggle and suck and get upset at the game. That's what I like watching. There's a couple back when I was part 3 or 4 of my playthrough on Halo Combat Evolved. Just one morning, I just could not. I could not do it at all. I was trying my damnedest, and I just kept sucking and kept sucking, and finally I just gave up. I was like, you know what, guys? That's it. And then I quit. But it happens. It happens to the best of us, you know? It happens to the best of us. You. You over there, throw you over there, throw you over there. Mm-hmm. I mean, they gotta stop coming at some point, right? Cutscene. Alright.
The energy barrier surrounding the index will deactivate when we reach the ground floor.
I also don't think it's a bad idea to just go with the S right now. I know a lot of people are like, I've been talking to a lot of people online, oh, you need to go with the X, you have to just get the X, just get the X, and there's just no games out right now that justify getting an X. Even if I had a top-of-the-line TV, there's just no games out right now. I get that it's a much faster console and such, but to me, I think the S is ideally the next jump in the evolution of gaming, just with where games are. And I'm not saying the X isn't the next jump, it absolutely is, but games just aren't to that point yet. So for me, I gotta say, it's the S. But there it is, guys. That is my playthrough of the library. I hope you enjoyed it. I kind of died a good bit. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed my discussion, my talking, video games, Microsoft, Halo, whatever it is. Make sure you jump over to my YouTube channel, Bridging the Geekdoms podcast, because that's where you're going to find all my other streams, as well as my show, where I sit down and talk about movies, video games, pop culture, so much more, all that jazz. So make sure you jump over there, like, subscribe, all that jazz. Thanks for watching. Find me on the Twits, find me on the Facebooks. That's where you can get up-to-date information, make sure you head over to spoilerverse.com. That's where you're going to find a whole bunch more from Bridging the Geekdoms and so many other partners within my network. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I get all of you later.